what you're about to see now is our passage we made from the British Virgin Islands all the way up to the east coast of the United States, and we're making a little documentary about this.
Yeah, it's the second longest passage we have ever done. It's very up and down. We hope you enjoy the story. It's a little over 1,200 nautical miles at sea, 13 days. This is our story.
Well, we're just getting ready to leave now. Road Town in the British Virgin Islands, making our passage of around 1,300 miles to North Carolina, Newport in North Carolina.
To the United States of America.
United States of America.
It's going to be a long one, isn't it?
I think so. I think it's going to be a long one.
Well, we've got
decent weather, 4 days, and then a bit of a calm, and then a bit of everything really. So let's keep an eye on the weather with our weathermen.
Yeah,
excited to leave, really excited to go.
Yeah, we're just going to get some water over on the marine over there and then go, innit?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Should be fine.
See how this goes.
Yeah.
Water filling station. So we've got 10 bags, the whole 10 litres each. We've got all these cartons and boxes. We've got 2 blue barrels, and of course we're going to have our tank full, which is another 100 litres, so should have enough water on board.
Yeah.
Completed, filled with water. We got 366 litres of water on board for a 13 to 17 day trip, but you can't never have too much fresh water, and we'll be collecting some on the way, no doubt, if we have showers from the mainsail. So we've got plenty of water now, we're stocked up. We just got to leave this place and then just be gone. Did you know what has just gone up? That's it. We're off out into the open ocean. Atlas is travelling again. The sailing brothers are going to America. Hey! Can't wait, so excited for this one. We've been here for about 4 days, 5 days, signing out, catching a ferry, getting our visas. Oh, so much stuff, shopping, water. It's all done, we're leaving. Goodbye, Road Town. We've got a little Genoa out and one reef in the main. My mum told me off this morning for not wearing a cap, and all the comments saying, oh, wear something on your head because you're going to get burns on top of your head and you get skin cancer, so I'm going to wear a hat in the sun from now on.
I would recommend coming here, but you've got to have very deep pockets.
Yeah, the people here are amazing. The kindness of the people here, living here, the locals, are amazing. When you go to cross the road, no matter how busy it is, we've crossed the road on like dual carriageway thing, and you wait to cross the road, and then within like 30 seconds you get cars stopping for you, holding up all the traffic just to let you across the road. And twice, don't know if you said this on camera before, twice we've been jogging and somebody has pulled over and said, would you like something to drink? And they've gone in their boot and handed us a nice ice cold bottle of water.
Yeah.
I mean, you would not get that in Britain.
Good afternoon everyone, it is Sunday 24th of April 2022. So we just left Road Town. This is British Virgin Islands, just left Road Town here. Just making our way out in between St. John, or in between the Tortola and St. John, British Virgin Islands, US Virgin Islands. Just gonna make our way out through this channel here, and then we can start heading, zoom all the way out. This is the Caribbean. Start heading on a northwest passage up here. And then we're gonna be making a northerly course up to Newport in North Carolina, USA. It's a long way to go. We're roughly gonna be possibly between 12 and 15 days, we think, depending on the weather. At the moment we got easterly winds, only about 12 to 13 knots. And the winds for the next couple of days is about, 15 knots from the east and then going light. So that's what we've done so far. We've got a little bit of a treat for tea. It's the last bit of fresh meat we're going to have for a while. So until we get to the States and we get our fridge, we can carry a bit more then. Can you guess what it is? Have you guessed? Cheeseburgers.
It's in celebration of going to America. We're going to eat cheeseburgers because we know they love cheeseburgers there.
Yeah. These are the burgers we bought, 4 for $10. It's okay, they look like nice burgers. They're nice and big compared to my hand. Oh yeah, burgers.
And these are the onions we bought. Them 2 onions there, $98.
$98 for onions. Clearly he's joking.
As you can see, we're clear of the islands, British Virgin Islands, and then US Virgin Islands. Nothing out here now except ocean.
This was our first night at sea, and it's always a little bit nervous and a bit nerve-wracking when you do your first night passage, when you're planning a long passage like we're doing. You don't really get to sleep. You do sleep, but you're doing little bits on and off, and you don't really get much rest.
No.
It's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, but the sunset at sea is like nothing else in the world.
Amazing. Well, we've got a full mainsail. Leave it up tonight because not much wind predicted, 10-15 knots, and a couple of rolls of the Jenny in, really.
I'll try it all a bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, I got the whole thing out now.
See what happens.
Unrolled it all.
It's too baggy, really.
Yeah. First night is coming upon it now. Wow, absolutely beautiful day out here. It's about 8:45 in the morning. Luke's having some toast.
Yeah, and there's currents. Like we showed you on the previous video, the currents are going in here really helping us out. We've got 10 knots of breeze being reached, and we're doing 5.5 to 6 knots, and the water must be over the ground. Wonderful. So easy.
Absolutely cracking day. The sea is really a deep, rich blue colour. Last night we put a reef in the main. I think it was about midnight. We put one in.
I might unreef it, to be honest.
Just for safety. So it was getting like 17 knots, but yeah, we could unreef it now. Oh, there she is, sailing away. Just gonna fill up our water, shower bag. Gonna fill it with seawater now and have a good wash this afternoon.
Checking the charts, and we're gonna go over some deep places. 12,000 meters deep.
12,000 meters.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
Yes, deepest we've ever been. I don't know how many miles that is, but that is some miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
12,000 meters.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You deep in the Atlantic.
Really can't beat this. Perfect sailing. And the perfect climate to do it in as well. There's nothing around us. Really short. Saw one ship on AIS last night, it was a ferry. And that's it. It's just us and the boat.
The reason I chose the song you just heard is because it says I want to go home, and that means to me that by doing long passages and going back out to sea, it's almost like we are going home, because that's where we truly belong. That's how we feel. We love the long passages. We love just being out at sea for days and days at a time, and to go home back to the sea. That's it. Cheese on delicious toast.
Gotta be cheese on toast for lunch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
The sailing's going very well. We're having cheese on toast, and I'm gonna do some chores, some washing and things. You don't even want to know what that's.
I've already told them.
Oh.
While they're washing.
Oh shit, man,
We just
man.
caught fish, didn't we?
No.
Had a big bite. Took a lot of line before I managed to pick the rod up and give it a yank to set it. It came off. You can feel it nibbling the line. Boom! Zzz. Damn it. Good afternoon, everyone. So it's been, well, I should have done this earlier. It's been about 26 hours, but in the last 24 hours, we've done 122 miles, which is not bad. Started down here, Tortola, British Virgin Islands, in there, and we're all the way out here already. Yeah, all in there. Not bad. Got a long way to go. Work our way all the way up here and all the way up there. Wind today, we've got east or northeast, fingers back, about 10 to 15 knots. Same tomorrow, same the next day, and a swell, northeasterly swell, about half a metre to a metre. And yeah, it's sunny and warm. At this point, it's been about 27 hours and we're both feeling a little bit lethargic, a little bit tired, a little bit grumpy. You don't quite know what to do with yourself. You've got plenty of books to read, plenty of games, but you don't feel like doing anything, do you?
No, we're just trying to, yeah, because the first night you don't sleep very well, and we're just trying to get back into the rhythm. Even though we love it out there, it's an adjustment to try and get into a rhythm of life with the boat moving constantly all the time, and you can't get off the boat and go for a walk somewhere, so that's why.
Yeah. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been on the go now for 27 hours and things are going fine. Things are going too good. We've had the same wind for the whole time, 27 hours.
Yeah.
Neppy's on the helm.
There's not much to do.
There's nothing to do with the sails. We are feeling a bit like we usually do, a bit like in limbo land for the first 24, 48 hours of a long passage. You don't quite know what to do with yourself because you feel tired. We've got downloaded loads of games. I've got downloaded some videos on my phone, books, films, series. There's loads to do, but you just don't feel like doing anything, do you?
I think it's because we're so active normally. Every day we're either running, hiking, walking somewhere or doing something. And we can't go for a walk.
No. Can walk the decks and walk the plank. That's about it.
We're just getting used to it. It's quite... First 48 hours can be a difficult adjusting back to sailing again.
Yeah.
On long... Because we know we've got 15 days. About 15 days to go, so... Yeah.
It's not boring. It's not we find sailing boring. It's not boring out here, but there's just not much to do, and I think because we're tired as well.
Yeah.
Once you feel, my eyes feel tired and you feel really lethargic, and there's plenty of stuff to do, but you just don't feel like doing any of it because you just haven't got the energy to do it. So we've been looking forward to having our lunch, which was delicious. Now we're looking forward to eating again.
Tea. You're being so silly.
I'm going sea crazy.
It's only been 28 hours.
The exercise like this, can we? Get a barrel and go. With a barrel.
Yeah, the barrel, 25 litres. Half an hour before we start cooking tea. And we got a mahi-mahi on the line. Just hope we can get him in.
Yeah.
Is he heavy?
He's big heavy, yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to weigh him out. Get on. Right, bringing him in.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh, this rod, I'll tell you what. It's only small, but it'll do for both of us for tea.
Yeah.
I think it's a wahoo.
Thank you for giving your life for feeding us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So appreciated.
So appreciate that. I thought he was a lot bigger, the way he was fighting.
Really fought heavily, didn't he?
Yeah.
We dispatched him really quickly as well.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Freshly cooked. Whatever fish that was, you'll tell me in the comments. With pasta sauce, pasta and some cheese on top. Luke's dismantled his. He doesn't want any of the fish juices touching his pasta. Yeah, each to his own. Is it nice?
Delicious.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Bit of a different day this morning. See our latest weather forecast. 16 to 23 knots. Today, tonight. And we're having to cut into it a little bit. Making it a bit uncomfortable. Put a reef in the main, reef for Jenny down. And there's 2.2 metre swell coming in. So it's, yeah, it's a bit uncomfortable. It's going to be like this for 24 hours, I think. You can see we're at 60 degrees. The wind. Quite tight. We have to go on this angle to clear the harness. Yeah. Full part of sailing, isn't it?
Different day today.
The sea has picked up quite a bit. There's a good 2.2 metre swell. Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy night, I think. Let's see, we're really cutting into it at the minute. We're above 60 degrees. The reason why we're cutting into this so much because on our port side there's all the islands running up, and off the islands there's sandbanks all up the port side, all over there. I mean, we're a good 50-60 miles clear of there, but we need to stay out away from the island.
Look, this sail is going to be about fighting the wind for the next few days.
Yeah.
Just hope it doesn't, it stays below 20 knots, it's fine. Just when it gets above 20 knots, then it slows you right down, because you're going to have to slow down, because the boat is going to fall off the edge of the waves and start slamming and crashing.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah. If it gets even worse, we could easily just heave to and just lay a hull or something. Not won't be that bad. But yeah, just heave to and wait. Just having a nasty squall. Just gone midnight, and yeah, the wind's picked up to about 30 knots. Point, the wind picked up to about 30 knots. Now this is a squall, is where a rain shower passes by and the wind will suddenly increase. So yeah, we had about 30 knots, and this always seems to happen in the middle of the night when one of us is on watch and say Luke or one of us is sleeping. So we're both awake now, we're both losing sleep, and it's dark. You can hear the waves, you can hear the boat creaking. Yeah, it's not very nice in the dark.
Yeah, you can actually hear the wood in the boat creaking as the hull flexes to the waves, and everything like creaking a little bit, and the boat is actually very slow, slightly flexing. In our boat, because it's a rival 34, it's built very thick, so it flexes just a tiny weeny bit. But on modern boats, because their hull is quite thin, fiberglass is quite thin on there, if you get in bad weather, they creak all the time because all the wood is moving inside the boat. It's really quite unique.
And yeah, it's raining. We've got a big squall. Been squalling for about 10 minutes now. Just brought most of the Genoa in. We've got one reef in the main. We let the main right out.
You woke me up.
Yeah. You're full of surprises. The wind continues. We'll put another reef in the mainsail. A little bit annoying. Something we don't really want in the middle of the night, but there we go. "20 minutes, Squalls pretty much gone now. Can't see anything out here. Oh God. It's still raining, but it has eased.
Tough so far is dripping in.
Oh, first day or two, good.
Nice. Yeah.
Today
was been tough.
Today and tonight's been tough. Quite strong winds and uncomfortable, and now squalls in the middle of the night. dear me. I hope it blows through, we can get back to normal. Luke was in bed and I was on watch and all went crazy. So Luke's going back to bed. Looks like you've been dribbling on your pillow.
Morning all. Third day is it? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah. Been a bumpy night, isn't it? Go on, film you. Got it just about a pound. As you can see behind me is a big ship going past. Really big. Yeah, so we had a lot of squalls last night. It was, yeah, wavy, windy. We were debating whether to heave to or turn off the wind because we were close hauled, but we got islands over that way, which is like they're 50 miles, but we just don't want to get close to them.
Yeah, there's a lot of reef, all the islands around here. There was Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, it's all covered in reef and sandbars, and if we go over there we'll be in trouble.
So maybe we should have heaved too, but the wind is and the weather set to ease today, so it's the first ship we've seen up close. It's leaving. Look how big it is. It's absolutely gigantic. It is really big. It's called the Gallery Ace, or the Galaxy Ace. Wow, massive. We've got some light winds forecast tomorrow, so we're more than likely going to get the spinnaker up. Big one, black one, I think. Go on, get it all out there.
Okay, so it's 12:30 and the wind has gone down a lot.
Big
nice.
Swell.
Just left over a big swell and sloppiness, but it's settling down at last.
Yeah.
Oh, which is fantastic. I'm quite considering getting the fishing rod back in the water again.
Yeah.
Tough last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tough. Tough night. No, I didn't get any sleep, and, you know, swimming on when I'm off watch, just getting up all the time.
We just got the spinnaker up. The wind is beam or just slightly aft of beam. I think the mainsail can probably stay up. Doesn't seem to be affecting it that much. And
Much more speed.
we were doing like 2.5 knots, now we're doing 3 to 4 knots. Last time we had this up was crossing the Atlantic Ocean. They went up without a hitch. We didn't film putting it up because we were afraid of messing it up because we hadn't put it up for so long and be all tangled up, looked like fools, but it went up pretty well. A bit rusty, but it went up pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with that. Oh, this is what I love. Beautiful sailing conditions, flat calm, spinnaker flying. Yeah. Gorgeous. What do you think about that, Mr. Martin?
Nice.
Nice, eh?
Long, lazy spinnaker day.
Yeah. Seems like we've gone from one extreme to the other.
It does.
Very, well, uncomfortable conditions and big, well, not big seas, just, you know,
Well, quite big seas.
yeah, to very little wind. And got the spinnaker out and we pulled it out because it was just drooping into the water. We are making some progress.
2.2 knots.
Yeah, it's something. But it is nice.
It seems like our thing. Every time we go out for like a long passage, we get a couple of days where we're just like bobbing around doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just doing some editing. I'm actually working, so using the sun because there's no cloud in the sky today.
Exactly.
And we're doing okay, you know.
Good afternoon everyone, it is Thursday 28th of April 2022. This is our 4th day at sea. In the last 24 hours we've done 90.4 miles with an average speed of 3.7 knots. As you can see, we are slowing down, and today there's not much wind around at all. We've got the spinnaker up and we're just chasing ripples on the water at the minute. Yeah, this is where we are. We started down here, British Virgin Islands, and we're currently up here. We're not moving very fast at all, so don't worry about which way the arrow's going. We're just barely doing a knot northwestwards. We got wind east or east northeast, about 4 or 5 knots today. Same again tomorrow. We've done a total of 431 nautical miles, and we've still got a long way to go, working our way up here to about maybe Freeport or Hopetown, check the weather, and if it's clear we'll go north up to North Carolina, but we've got to be careful of cold fronts coming off of this east coast and heading across the Atlantic to the UK. Just wanted to add, we've got currently around roughly 900 nautical miles to go. A little update, I'm going to be calling this Pecans Day. Literally Pecans. Oh, look what the spinnaker's done now. It's wrapped itself around the furling Genoa. Oh dear, oh dear. Get rid of that pole. Get it back over here. Come on. Come on, Spinny. There she goes. Just looking out the window thinking, where's the spinnaker gone? Oh.
It's not. Yeah. Can't say anything else. Oh my god. That was on top of the bloody solar panel. Big bird. Big bird. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't even see him. Oh no.
We just got visited by a brown bobby. It scared the living daylights out of Luke because it was sat on top of the solar arch, on top of the solar panel. Yeah, and as you'll find out now, we had quite the dirty experience with that bird. He was our friend, but in the end we were glad to see him go, weren't we?
Yeah, but it's amazing to have wildlife come that close to you on a little boat. Amazing. Incredible. Has he pooed on it? Look at that. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wow.
The land, didn't he?
Wow, that is incredible.
Was he on top of there?
Yes.
Oh, he hasn't pooed on there, has he?
I know, I can see his prints. This happened last time. If we go downstairs, he might come up. I was going to say something in the camera, but wait now. Where is he? There he is. He's coming in.
Yeah, here he comes.
Oh, he must be really tired. Should we just leave him up there?
Yeah.
What do we do in this situation then? With the big
food.
What do you need? That likes fish. Give it to the tuna.
He wants some bread.
Oh, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can get so close to nature out here. What do we do in this situation with this?
He's alright, he's not doing any harm, is he?
Well, I don't know. If I can get... I don't want to scare him off. No, he's not doing any harm. He's got little claws on his feet though. Yeah, little claws. Oh, amazing, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? It's amazing, isn't it? You come offshore, away from people, and the nature, they're not scared. He's obviously a little bit nervous because it's come so close. It's unbelievable. You'd never have this in a million years on land. They like go near a pigeon and they just take off.
Pigeon? You comparing him to a pigeon?
What should we call him? Sandy. Oh, he's shaking.
Shaky. Yeah. He's a little bit shaky. Let's call him Shaky.
Okay. I'm going to try and feed him some bread.
Place it on the edge.
I'll just chuck it.
No. He threw it off.
This is our precious bread.
Oh, he's right on the edge now.
Doesn't want the bread, does he?
No, he shook his head then. He went. He's got fleas, he has.
Fleas?
Yeah, he's scratching, he's got fleas.
Fleas in the boat. Trying a bowl of fresh water this time. Don't know if you can see that, we picked up a little bit of wind. So we've in fact got the full main up. I know you can't see anything, but we've got the spinnaker up. And our friend, the bird, Shaky, is still here. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, to be honest. A bit disappointed this morning with Shaky, our new bird. He's gone, but yeah, he's left us kind of a surprise. Thanks, Shaky. We looked after you and you appreciated us by putting it all over our solar panel. Really much appreciated.
It's 4:15 in the afternoon, day 5, and it's been a pretty slow day. Still waiting for some wind to come. We've had between 2 and 5 knots all day, and the mainsail's been banging, and the spinnaker's been folding up all the time. It looks like we're going to have a bit more wind from 6 o'clock onwards, and then slowly building and building, maybe 10 knots tonight, 10 to 12 knots tomorrow morning, and slowly picking up then. I'm glad when it comes.
You probably can see behind me, we got the spinnaker up, and we have a little bit of wind at last, after being becalmed for a couple of days. Yes!
For one can always rely on the ocean, a vast, seamlessly never-ending body of water which one can sail across its surface using only the wind. On passage, no matter the distance, we ride the salty sleigh. As day blends into night, night into day, where does the time go? Does it even exist? We sit on the deck watching the sparkling crest of a wave overturning, rushing ahead as the next tries to catch it. When the weather is calm, we trim the sails, sit in the warm sun absorbed in a novel. When the ocean shows its angry side, we lay in our bunks listening to the crashing waves and the sound of our ship being trampled by a herd of angry elephants. Pondering, why do we do this? The answer is simple. Hello everyone. Hello. It is day 6.
Yeah.
And yeah, last night I did promise we would have
wind.
10 to 12 knots throughout the night, which did happen at the evening, but it petered off completely, didn't it?
Yeah, I went dead completely again. We'd always moaning about lack of wind, but...
Yeah. Well, we were up most of the night, getting the mainsail down, filling with the Jenny. It was a bit frustrating.
Yeah, but today, we've got wind.
We've got wind today.
7, 8 knots, 10 knots, and we got the small green spinnaker up, which is nice.
Hopefully,
and they promised tonight it's going to build from 1800 tonight. It's going to build 16 knots then for the next 3 or 4 days.
Fingers crossed, please. Hope it does. Gosh, keep my mouth going. So we're going to get the main up.
Yeah.
And get the spinnaker down.
Yeah, because it's getting too windy.
Don't say things that I'm saying at the same time.
And I'm wearing the head mount today, so I'll skip through most of the boring bits. Ready? Yeah, you can see now. A lot of white horses, and we still got the spinnaker up. Oh no! Full main for now, is there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we can easily be later, can't we?
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. How much is there left to go? Not much, is there?
Yeah.
Well, we're going fast now. Adam's going to release that line totally, and it'll hopefully deflate the spinnaker and we'll get a chance to get it down. Yeah. Do with a spinnaker sock, really could. Oh, it's a goddamn nightmare it is. Should have gone down to there maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Could have. It's so difficult without the sniffer.
Yeah.
It's very windy.
We often get questions like, how do you wash at sea? Well, fresh water is so very precious when you're on a little boat out in the middle of the ocean because you can't drink the seawater. So what we do, we got a shower solar bag. We fill the shower solar bag up with salt water, leave it in the sun to heat up, and then wash in that. Or if the sea is warm enough, like it is here, we just get the seawater straight out of the sea and just chuck it over ourselves. So we actually wash ourselves and our clothes in salt water only, no fresh. Fresh is only for drinking. It's too important at sea. I got a little bit nervous last night. It was about 2 AM in the morning. I was on watch and I was downstairs and the boat was rocking and we were going really fast. You could hear the wind. You could hear the wind whistling through the standing rigging going woo, woo. I thought, oh, this is getting really stormy. When the wind whistles through the standing rigging, you know we've got at least force 5. I come out here and it was blowing 22 knots and we're doing 6.9 knots speed over ground. I thought, oh, that's a bit too fast, so I had to reef a little bit. But when we first started this passage, I didn't think about it properly really. I thought, yeah, it'll be a short trip from the British Virgin Islands to America. But after being out here for 7 days, I realised that I'm struck in wonder again how big the ocean is, and it just seems to just go on for absolutely ever. It's just never ending. It's never ending. We got about 550 to 600 nautical miles to go to the American coast. Everything's going well really. We got nice winds and we got a nice forecast for the next few days. yeah, it's just nice to be out here, but the ocean is vast and you just can't comprehend it. Another thing I would like to mention as well is the sailing is so different. Open ocean sailing is so different from coastal sailing. It's like when you're sailing around the UK and you get 22 knots. Yeah, it's quite windy, but you don't get the seas. The seas are flat. You get 22 knots out here and you get seas. They're like really big seas, you know, the boat is being chucked everywhere and you get water coming over the deck. It's just a totally different experience. Open ocean sailing is totally different. Speak to me.
Yeah, oh my god.
What are we doing then, Ed?
Put my t-shirt on. A big occasion. I'll show you now.
Yeah.
What you see here,
It's we're with Neppy.
yeah, these are the bungees I put on there.
Yeah.
Bungee there and a bungee there. It just it stops the snatch. You've just got normal control lines that you pull the tiller and snatch it.
You've
But this
explained
just
them.
creates a nice bit of bunginess. But it's starting to wear already. It's only been under 24 hours.
Yeah, we had them on last night, and bear in mind last night we had quite heavy seas and we had up to 25 knots, so it was a lot of strain on the thing. But yeah, back to you, Adam.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is
Back to you, sir.
what I'm going to do is swap this one with this one. This
Yeah.
one's not really getting used as much as you can see because the wind is coming from over there.
Yeah, they've worn, haven't they?
Easterly direction, so all the pressure's going through this one.
They've
It
worn.
won't take long before that snaps.
So we got a solution, didn't we?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I
sleeping.
hadn't thought of this.
Really, I thought about it in my dreams, and what we're going to do is get some stainless steel springs, tough ones, and put a stainless steel spring in there,
Yeah.
a small one, and it'll take the snatch out the tiller, and it'll last years, I'm hoping.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to swap these over.
We were thinking of getting some industrial rubber, but
Yeah,
we
or
think
a
it's just going to wear out
rubber
again.
ring or something, but a spring
Spring would be
would be
better.
better. Good afternoon, everyone. This is day 7 at sea. In the last 24 hours, we've done 121 nautical miles, a total of 688.5 nautical miles since we started, and yeah, we've done an average of 5 knots in the last 24 hours. This is just our rough line of where we've come from, down there, all the way up. We've had a slight change of plan. We were going to hug this coast until we get to, excuse my finger, Hope Town, and then go north. But the weather's looking good for the next 5 days, so we're starting to make our north-westerly turn up this coastline, up to maybe South Carolina or North Carolina. Yeah, just have to keep an eye on the weather. Really. If the weather holds out, we can make our course straight to North Carolina, but if the weather's not that great, we can stop off on South Carolina somewhere here and get a safe haven here. Just about keeping an eye on the weather for the next week, really. The wind has been increasing. We have easterly winds around 20 knots. It's set to stay-ish that way, or maybe go a bit southeast, around 15 to 20 knots over the next couple of days. We've been having some issues with our GPS, and we're thinking it's because we're in the Bermuda Triangle. The speed GPS and the speed log is all over the place, and even on Navionics it keeps saying we're doing like 0 knots and then 20 knots.
Yeah, it's freaky.
It's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
And our self-steering wind vanes just won't keep a course. We've changed the control lines around a couple of times. We thought we had too much main up, or not enough main, we fiddled with that, or too much head sail, not enough head sail. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Because we're in the Bermuda Triangle at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
The GPS is all over the place though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Not reliable.
Not reliable at all.
Oh.
Strange, very strange. Yeah, a little bit freaked out by it really.
So getting on well. We should have over 100 miles this 24 hours, which is nice. Yes.
We have some news.
Bit of an issue, haven't we?
Yeah, there is a cold front / low pressure system coming off of the east coast of the United States, and it's going to affect the whole of the east coast by early hours of Saturday morning. Affecting a couple of days, so we're under a bit of a time pressure to get to a safe haven somewhere on the east coast before that hits.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying. We've got about 430 miles to go, and how many days? 5 days to do it?
Yeah.
5 days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, 4 days to do it.
4 days.
Yeah, so we've got to do about 100 miles a day.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of pressure we don't want, but yeah, never mind. We're turning into a race boat, I think.
Yeah, and the wind is wind's okay
At the moment.
the next couple of days, maybe 10 to 12 knots really, isn't it? The next couple of days we may have to fly the spinnaker to keep the boat speed up.
Yeah, or run the engine.
Motor sail to get there.
Yeah, it's
There's other options, isn't there?
It's put a lot of pressure on us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really annoying, you know.
We could head down to Florida,
Yeah.
which is like short, about 320,
Is it?
something like that, not far. But we don't want to be all the way down there. So just play it cool the next couple of days, try and keep the boat speed up.
Try and play it cool, but I'm a bit stressed really. So.
Yeah, a little bit stressed and sweating. It's fine.
As you just seen in this clip, we had the news that we had a low pressure system coming up the east coast, and it was going to bring gale force winds, and we were both pretty nervous. Going through our minds at that point, we were trying to decide what to do. We didn't know what to do. We had to reach out to our weather guys and ask for advice really. We're not afraid of saying that. We were thinking of heave to in and staying where we were off the east coast to let that low pressure go and then make our way into shore. We were thinking of turning to the Bahamas and going into the Bahamas, or our third option was to try and get to the east coast before the low pressure system was going to hit the coast, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is one of our biggest worries as we approach the east coast of the States, because as we mentioned, low pressure systems develop off of the east coast and move up north and across the Atlantic to the UK. That's where they're born, kind of thing, and we didn't want this. We knew it was a possibility, and this is what was happening. So yeah, time was a bit running out here. We're umming and ahhing what to do, and yeah, it's a bit of a test for us, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think in the end we reached out to one of our weather guys, David, and asked him and said, what do we do? He advised to go into the Bahamas, but we thought about it, and then we thought we can probably race this and beat it, and we can arrive on the east coast of America before the gale. Bit of a risk. Let's see if it turns out. Well, this is by far my most favourite sailing. As you can see behind me, the mainsail and the lightweight spinnaker. Oh, it's so fast. It's such a fast downward sailing bit. As I show you the thing, probably going to go slow now. We're going 6 knots. We were going 6 knots on 10 knots of breeze. Oh, it's just fantastic. It really is. So we are under a bit of time constraint to get to America before the low pressure system, but this will help us along nicely. Lovely conditions. The reason why I like this sail configuration so much, because it looks beautiful and it keeps the boat so steady, even in quite large seas. Like, we've got large seas at the moment, and it just keeps the boat really steady. It's like we're not even moving, really. Lovely.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Lovely.
Comfortable.
So we're flying the spinnaker. If you have a look,
Sorry about the spinning.
the leading edge to the wind is folding up a little bit on that,
This is.
and the way to fix that is the outside edge, the edge that's not grabbing the wind.
That one there.
Winch it in a bit, and if you look at the spinnaker, as I winch this in, it'll put it back into shape. Okay, there it goes,
Yeah, it
back into
pops.
shape. And then once it goes back into shape for optimum speed, once it goes back into shape and it's not folding up on the leading edge anymore, just bring it in a couple of extra. If you were a racing boat, you'd put it right to the edge of the wind and just bring it in a tiny little bit more, but it would make it unstable. Because with a cruising boat, you bring it to the edge of the wind and then you bring it in like 3 or 4 turns on the winch more, or 3 or 4 arm loads, so it's nice and stable. Because we're in a cruising yacht and we don't want to be messing with the spinnaker all the time. That's why it's doing it.
Here we go. You've been told from a spinnaker expert.
It's been day 8 today, and the sailing has just been sublime, or sublime. Yeah, it's just been out of this world, the sailing today. We've had the mainsail up all day and the lightweight spinnaker, and we've been just flying, absolutely flying. Our average speed is at 5.8 knots. We're currently doing 6.5 knots on 9 to 13 knots of breeze from astern. It's amazing. If we can keep this up for another 12 hours, we're going to be on for a 24-hour record for this boat.
Good morning, everyone. It's day 9. Still flying on the spinnaker. I've had the spinnaker up about 24 hours. Left it up overnight. Just get some more speed.
The pressure's still on.
Wow, light.
To get to the coast before Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning predicting gusts up to 38 knots from the south or southwest.
Yeah, we want to get there by Friday, 12 o'clock. That gives us 3 days, and we got 340 miles to do it. The wind is looking patchy in parts, nice and windy and brisk in other places, so I think we'll do it. This last 24 hours we're gonna get well over 120 nautical miles, so really pleased with that.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Tuesday, 5th of May 2022. This is day 9 at sea of our passage to North Carolina. In the last 24 hours we've done 133 nautical miles, average speed of 5.5 knots, and a total distance so far of 931.7 miles. Left to travel, we have roughly 350 miles. This is our course. So, as you know, we come down from there, past Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, this is the Bahamas. We're making our way up to here, and the plan is to make our way up to the border of South Carolina and North Carolina-ish, depending on the weather, and then hit the Gulf Stream. Now the Gulf Stream runs down here and up this coast, up and out slightly across the Atlantic. So we're going to hit the Gulf Stream around here-ish, something like that, and then ride the Gulf Stream up to our destination up here in Beaufort, Newport. Now the Gulf Stream runs on average between 2 and 3 knots up this coast, so it'd be like jumping on the gravy train and taking it up to our destination. That's the plan anyway. The wind for the last 24 hours, we've had 10 to 13 knots southeast, that way. I'm not swearing, it's that way. Joke there. The next 24 hours, again, it's 8 to 12 southeast, running this way. So I just want to say, Luke and I, we've never been in this position before, where we are basically up, we're chasing time. We need to get to some sort of safety by Friday night, because we're being sort of chased by that area of strong wind and that low pressure system that's coming in. It's not a nice feeling. just trying to keep the boat moving as fast as we can.
It's lovely sailing, man.
It is really good sailing. As I was saying before the battery ran out on the camera, it's difficult. It's Tuesday today and we need to get to somewhere of safety by Friday night, as I was saying. So we are really up against it and we're trying to keep the boat moving as fast as we possibly can, and the wind has never been so important to us. We just need wind to get there. We've got enough diesel to motor our way there, so that's not a bit of an issue. And I'm a little bit concerned about Luke as well. He's not sleeping very well. When he's off watch, he can't sleep properly. He just can't get to sleep because I think a lot of things are going through his mind. I think he's feeling a bit more stressed than me. I'm more laid back than Luke. Luke is feeling a lot of stress about it, and he keeps going through the charts and checking weather ahead and asking for weather updates and things and trying to work stuff out. It's not a nice situation to be in. Basically racing to safety. I don't want to be out there in, you know, really poor conditions when we hit that Gulf Stream as well.
We needed something to take our mind off the race against time, so we decided, or Adam decided, to make a pizza.
Yeah, we've never made a pizza at sea. We made pancakes and bread, but this time it was pizza time, and yeah, watch what happens.
So we're gonna make something today in celebration of
1 year of YouTube sailing full time on YouTube. 1 year.
Yeah, we started on the 1st of May sailing around Great Britain, and we are still sailing to America right now on the 1st of May 1 year later.
Yeah,
it's amazing. With all your support, we're going to celebrate this by making a pizza.
Well, we're going to try to make a pizza.
Just want to say thank you to all our subscribers, the comments, the support, and of course our amazing patrons. Without our patrons, we basically simply wouldn't be sailing. Simply wouldn't be sailing right now without their amazing support. 1 year later, 1 year on uploading videos to the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's been an amazing adventure so far.
For half of this, I've got some half cup of water. I'm just going to mix it in and we're going to make a nice dough.
Yeah.
How do you know if it's half of this?
We'll just put half-ish.
Better be.
Are you doing it with your hands? No.
I'm getting stuck in now.
Last time I done it, we've done it with a spoon.
I'm more sensible, see? That's why they call me Mr. Sensible.
Yeah, that's why you're pouring water all over the table.
Was it meant to do that? Maybe I should use a spoon.
Yeah, that's what I've done. Nice flour, isn't it?
Good
Look at
flour.
that flour, look how posh it is. Robin Hood flour. Wow. I wonder if this flour's got bows and arrows. Just gotta let that to rise now for half an hour, 45 minutes. Put the toppings on, stick it in the oven.
Oh, I did last time, didn't I? Welcome back to the offshore Sailing Brothers cookery class. Now, the dough is risen
Yeah.
slightly. It needs a bit longer, but we can't bother waiting anymore because we're starving hungry. So I'll just go on to the ingredients. We have freshly tinned mushrooms, freshly tinned meat, ham. Luke has kindly cut up a fresh onion. Okay?
Yeah.
And for the cheese, we're going for 3 cheese triangles, which we're going to spread around in little lumps. A bit while I spread this around. Okay. Mushrooms.
You're not going to put a base on it then?
Oh, the base.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not very good at this, am I?
No, it's hard on.
Happy?
Yeah.
I need to put more on. Right. Mushrooms. How many have I got?
Oh, it looks nice, doesn't
It
it?
does look banging, doesn't it?
Yeah. No mushroom.
No. Okay, so we just put the cheese triangles on there. There's a lot of onion here, look.
Yeah, too much probably.
Wash this up. Chuck some onion. Let's get these bad boys in the oven. Pizza! Just took it out of the oven. Looks nice, doesn't it?
It does look nice.
Let's see if it's stuck. Shouldn't do, put loads of oil on there, didn't we? Oh, that's
Yeah, we
okay.
did.
It's come out quite nice actually.
So it's done in the middle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hopefully it tastes nice, look.
Oh, it looks bloody lovely.
Doesn't it?
Hmm.
Look at that. Pizza, that's where it is.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm really surprised. I thought it was going to be rubbish.
And me. Right. I did make it badly, didn't I?
No. Done a good job.
Yeah, it's okay. I forgot to put the base on there and stuff. But I never made a pizza before, ever. Well, Luke has. I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah. Done a good job, Ed.
Yeah. Blooming delicious.
We've hit a bit of a lull at the moment. Lack of wind, 5-6 knots. Come on, we need the wind. Otherwise we'll have to get the engine going because we need to do 100 miles every 24 hours.
We're considering putting the engine on. And we really, really don't want to.
No.
We want it to build a little bit more wind. We're down to average of 3.4 knots now. One of our, well, this is just an absolute disaster for us. We are racing against time to get to our destination before this low pressure system comes, and then what happens? The wind disappears and we got to get Big Red on our 20 horsepower engine, and it makes a hell of a noise and we don't go very fast on it, and we had to use the engine now because we're running out of time, seriously.
For like 18 hours.
Yeah.
And it heats up the inside of the boat as well. And just basically just drives you completely mental. But we had no choice, we had to get it going, didn't we?
You did, yeah.
Oh god, it was horrible.
The noisy diesel lump is on. Frustration as well, pure frustration. When you're sailing you can relax and do whatever and stuff. When you got the motor going and just looking for wind all the time, you just find yourself staring at the clock. Don't like that at all.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Just need some wind. Yeah. How many times have we said that now?
Average of 4.1 knots since 12.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I'm going to make some pancakes. Cheer me up a bit.
We've been on the engine for about 12 hours now. Sorry if I'm speaking a bit loud, but we come up with a solution how to stand the engine and the noise from it. And that is, I don't know if you can see in my ear, we got ear defenders in, and it's wonderful. It's taking the most of the engine noise away. Oh, it's a real joy. It gives you peace of mind, stops you from getting a headache because of the engine. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Really nice, yeah. No.
All we need now though is some wind. We've been promised wind tonight. Southerlies, which is directly from astern, 10 to 13 knots. So fingers crossed we will get this wind and we will be sailing through the night. Please, please bring the wind.
£1 in the morning and the engine has gone off. Yay! Woo! Oh, silence is so golden.
How many hours is it? 18 hours.
18 hours.
Crazy, isn't it?
Long time. It is day 11, 8:30 in the morning, and we are officially in the Gulf Stream. We are doing around 6 to 7 knots towards our destination. It feels absolutely indescribable. We've got a full main up. Got the spinnaker flying. This is just amazing. The Gulf Stream is a fast moving area of current which comes from the
Mediterranean Sea?
no, the Gulf of Mexico. Comes up from the Gulf of Mexico, comes around Florida and makes its way north up the east coast of the States and goes out across the Atlantic. And this Gulf Stream is always running up this area, and it can run up to maybe 3 or 4 knots sometimes.
It's an amazing body of water.
Amazing. As soon as you hit it, we're going with it. The speed is, well, it's incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing to ride in this Gulf Stream up like a river.
There's always a warm body of water, brings all these currents up. Amazing, just like a thin strip compared to the ocean. It's very thin.
We're in about 1 knot of favourable current, which is running to the southwest. And the further we get into the Gulf Stream, the stronger the current is going to get, up to 2 to 3 knots. So with a good wind, we could possibly do an 8 or 9 knots over ground. We're going to be surfing. We're both feeling pretty darn tired. I think we're more tired from this passage than we were in the Atlantic crossing. It's been quite stressful the last couple of days and lacking of sleep, and yeah, it's just been a bit of everything really. But hopefully our luck is changing now and we will get it to our destination sometime Friday evening, hopefully before dark.
Gulf Stream riding. Wonderful. Oh, so fast. It's so fast and it's comfortable, lovely. Amazing.
Good afternoon everyone, it is day 11 at sea, May 5th 2022. And the last 24 hours, we've done 112 nautical miles, average pace of 4.6 knots, and a total of 1,142.7 miles. And there we are, and that's where we're going. Beaufort. Look how close we are now. Around about 100 miles left to go. We're currently in the Gulf Stream. We entered the Gulf Stream this morning around about here, and we are using the current which is running that way, swearing, about 2 to 3 knots, so it's taking us all the way up to our destination up there. We got about 10 knots, 7 to 10 knots from the south-southeast this way, and it's sunny today. I'm hoping to arrive at our destination here sometime tomorrow. Could be any time tomorrow, depends on the weather we're having. It's looking quite windy tomorrow, so that might speed us along. I'll just show you the line. This is our line. Look at that, since the Bahamas all the way down here, you can see how we have just made a slow turn all the way up. The reason why we didn't go straight across here is because there's no wind out here. So we've had to go all the way, hands in the way, all the way out and bend round up to our destination. I think that's pretty cool. Last night at sea.
Yeah,
tonight.
last night. Missing it already. We're going to arrive there tomorrow, and yeah, another long passage done, but looking forward to the next.
Yeah, me. Next long one. Just gonna savour every moment now.
Yeah.
This evening out here.
The night before we arrived, we had a squall come in that increased the wind, which was welcomed. But then after that, we had 2 to 3 hours of no wind at all, and we couldn't use the engine because it was too rocky. And it was just the most frustrating time, yeah, because we were nearly there, like 50-60 miles away.
Yeah, as it passed through, it left no wind at all, and it left a horrendous slop in the sea. And we would try and use the engine when we were doing like 1.5, 2 knots, because it was just like this. We were tired at the end of this, really dog tired, and the morale was pretty at that point. So it's 20 to 3 in the morning. Luke was sleeping, I was on watch, and the movement of the boat changed dramatically. And yeah, a squall passed through and the boat turned itself around because its neppies on the helm. And now got the boat back into control, and the wind's totally gone now. We're just bobbing a cork for the last half hour, just waiting for the wind to return. Hopefully this is the last thing that happens on this passage. We just seem to be hounded by all sorts. Quick update. Well, it's been nearly 2 hours since the squall, and there's now 0 wind. We tried using the engine, but the sea is so lumpy and confused, we're barely doing 2.5 knots. Completely pointless. So we're just bobbing around now, waiting for some wind to come back, drinking tea.
Slowly coming back.
Slowly coming back.
Got 10 knots now.
That's all we can do. It's the last little test, hopefully, before we get in. Got 50 miles left. Good morning, everyone. We're on the home stretch. We have 32 miles to landfall.
Yeah.
Tired from last night. The passage wasn't done with us yet. After last night's shenanigans. Terrible. Well, the courtesy flag is going up.
American courtesy flag.
The Sterling Brothers in the United States nearly.
There she goes. Looks beautiful. Adam's going to buy some new shorts. Do you think he needs them? So ridiculous.
I've been running in these for ages and I didn't even know they were rags, tatters. You didn't even tell me, Luke.
They weren't like that.
Oh dear, oh dear. Walmart, I think. We're just approaching the channel now. As you can see, there's channel markers there. There's channel markers going all the way in here, but it's a dredged channel. It's for ships. We've got 13.5 meters below the keel. So we're just heading into there, and then we're going to be joining the channel because there's low water on port and starboard. So we'll go in and up the river. We'll have tide against us, but we'll have good wind, and we can use the motor to get to our little anchorage.
Yeah, got wind over tide here. Look how steep the waves are. Oh my god. Oh, they're big, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow. What kind of boost of speed are we getting from that? Hello.
Sport fishing boats.
There's American.
Cool, dude. Yeah. I know, buddy. I hear you. Just gonna put on our Q flag just below the courtesy flag. It's made out of a piece of plastic. There's the job. It's yellow.
We found it in the watch.
I just nearly died. Luke saved my life then. Just about ducked before the boom came over and would have no doubt smashed me in the face and killed me. Good times. That's why you should have always put a boom preventer on there, which we always do.
You got an injury from the rope on your
But we didn't. I got an injury by there. The rope hit me. We always put a boom preventer on, but we didn't this time. Don't know. Anyway, it's calming down now. We're gonna go up into there. As you can see, up and in. Lovely jubbly. Just passing the beach, and Luke was saying, "There's Americans."
It's weird. I feel like crying again.
Fishing, do you?
It's so weird, yeah. Oh, this is crazy. Wow.
Actually, in the United States of America, I never ever thought I'd be here in my life. I never thought I'd be here.
We sailed here.
Sailed.
Not on a plane, not on a public transport. We sailed here on our own boat. Amazing.
Incredible, isn't it?
Crazy. Oh.
Big American flag flying up there.
Special, this is special.
Now this you really only see on TV. Just making our way in now. We've come from over there. We're making a turn up. We're going to plan on anchoring just over there. The wind will be coming off the land tonight and tomorrow, so it should be pretty good over there. Hopefully we can get in the tent tomorrow and get to shore. Fingers crossed.
We made it.
We made it to the USA. We are anchored. I got 40 meters of delicious chain out because of the wind. I can see an anchor ball, and yeah, we made it. We're in the USA. Oh, it's amazing. Love it.
Yeah.
12 days at sea, around 1,200 miles.
Some hard bits, but
Tough. It was tough.
well, it wasn't until the last 3 days. It always seems to have a hard bit at the end. Anyway, done it.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Here, look.
Yeah.
Here, brotherly hug. Well done, buddy.
So, after many days of no sleep, part of sailing. After many days of no sleep, part of sailing. We have since
Luke's brain is totally smashed. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's dribbling. He's gone. Totally gone. Isn't he? His brain is totally gone today.
This is the main event. Beer. Beer. Oh god. And my brain is frazzled.
Totally gone.
Frazzled.
Look at that. It'd be nice if it was cold and frosty.
I'm so excited. You've got to get a glass out and we've got to go ching, ching.
I don't like glasses. I'll do the
A
can.
little glass then. It's got to be, not following protocol. Ching, ching, ching.
I'm finding the glass there. You better pause the camera.
No, leave it on. You might get some interesting footage. I will have to show you where we're anchored, but there is another vessel just come in next to us, so we're not the only crazy ones. We are literally anchored in the middle of nowhere. We expected it to be
A small river.
like a little small river here, but we are anchored here, and over that way is half a mile, and then over that way is 0.3 of a mile. So we're just literally right in the middle, and it's like 2.5 meters deep. So we can't go in any further because it's too shallow. So it's just totally weird. It's not. I imagined it. I'm going crazy. I am.
Yeah.
Oh god. Just a little bit. Ready?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Something down. It's a shame it's rubbish beer. If it was like a delicious beer, like oh, malty deliciousness, it goes right at the back of your throat. But it's not. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We hope you really enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and please share. It really helps us out.
And as always, an extra special thank you to all our amazing patrons for making these videos possible.